If life on the planet is to be saved, action must be taken without hesitation. The science shows that if we do not take action, there will be drastic consequences to the generation of XR kids. Yet adults in power are feeling pressure to keep that power and to become rich with supporting fossil fuels. This has to stop. People shouldn't be putting their profit over our generation. Do not underestimate our generation and our age group. Being between 8 and 12 years old means that we have not yet been fully influenced by the broken system, allowing us to see answers clearly to this immensely big issue. We remain decentralized, which means that we have no global demands. Instead, local groups decide what they demand from their local governments. We take inspiration from past child-led movements. For example, the Birmingham Children's Crusade of 1963, of which thousands of children marched out of school and were arrested in mass, only to win and create big change in Alabama, making it more equal for white and black people. All that was done without the help of adult leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr., and even though faced with violence, the children were non-violent. There are so many similarities between these two movements, as many children have overheard their parents in XR meetings, as did the children in Birmingham, their parents part of the civil rights movement. Many children were then trained in non-violence. We intend to follow in their footsteps with a similar strategy. We will do all that it takes. This generation has nothing to lose. We are 8 to 12-year-olds and more than capable of creating mass systemic change. This has gone too far. We cannot let it go further. XR kids.
And as well, we wrote some principles and values. Shared principles and values. 1. We are non-violent in our words and our actions. The reason is because we have learnt from other movements. The Children's Crusade of 1963, which won in the end, was non-violent. The whole civil rights movement was non-violent and created a big change in their favour. Mahatma Gandhi believed in non-violence. Many movements believe in non-violence and have succeeded more than those which were violent. 2. We are decentralised. We are a movement of many smaller groups who are independent to do what they want to do. We do not have global demands, yet smaller local groups can decide what they demand from their local governments. Actually, this principle will become more relevant once we grow. 3. We are led by kids. Although we accept help and advice from adults, we remain as a movement of mostly 8 to 12-year-olds, making their own decisions. Young people deserve power, which rightly contradicts the voting system, where, for example, children under 18 can't even vote in the voting system. 4. Everyone deserves to be treated equally. No one should be excluded from because of their race, sexuality, belief, disability, or any other difference from what the modern voting system wrongly calls normal. XR Kids has no normal. We welcome everyone and every bit of them. 5. We value learning. Although we are all living in a voting system where people our age are supposed to go to school, we still value learning, just in a way where we are free to decide what we learn and learn it how we like. Mistakes are also part of the process. They are not something to feel bad about. 6. We are uniting for everyone. It's not just for our future we care about, it's for generations to come, as well as all forms of life. 7. We are in solidarity for those suffering. There are already people suffering from the voting system. We are in solidarity with those hit the hardest, and those working hard for a better world. 8. We have a shared vision of change, creating a world fit fit for the future of our generation and the generations to come. 9. We will do what is necessary. Our generation seriously has nothing to lose. If we do not make the sacrifice of acting, the future of our generation, mainly due to the climate emergency, will suffer more. 10. We need a brand new system, with a regenerative culture and no structural powers. So this is what XR Kids is about. But what kind of actions are we doing?
So this is our schedule for the rebellion. So tomorrow we're on the main this stage again of 4 to 4:30. At 4:30 till 5, XR Kids is taking part in XR Families action outside the Treasury at the Horse Guards entrance. On Wednesday, the 9th, we're on this main stage again from 4:30 till 5, reading the Declaration and preparing to march to Fleet Street in protest of the Week Junior, a children's magazine which doesn't report on the climate emergency properly, which will last until 5:30, and then a half an hour break and then a debrief at 6 here in the XL Families area. On Thursday the 10th, we're on this main stage again from 4:30 till 5, we're going to tell everyone to stick around for the Children's Assembly, which we're going to take part in, which is just after. On Friday the 11th, at 4:30 till 5, we're here again and reading the Declaration and getting ready for XRK to have a change of heart action, which is asking leaders of big fossil fuel companies to have a change of heart, declare a climate emergency, and keep their fossil fuels in the ground. We're going to split up and meet again at 5:30 outside BP's headquarters to protest for 1 hour and then have a break until a debrief here at 7. On Saturday the 12th, really busy day, at 10 o'clock we're going to do a die-in. Woo! At Princess Diana Memorial Playground, kind of in protest for the climate emergency not being taught. That's in Kensington Gardens. At 1 o'clock we're here again on the main stage, and 2:30 we're gonna stage a die-in at Westminster. More details come and talk to us after. 4 o'clock XRK die-ins debrief in the XL Families area. It's quite a lot to take in, but you know. 4:30 till 5 we're here reading out the principles and values and the Declaration and a Q&A. Sunday the 13th at 11 we're going to sing the song SOS from the Kids, which you might have heard of, here, and then we're going to sing later in Trafalgar Square. At 4:30 till 5 we're here again reading the principles and values. At 5 o'clock we're doing origami which is like a craft activity thing in the XL family space over there. 4:30 till 5 we're here again reading the Declaration and getting ready for XRK's second have a change of heart action. We're gonna split up, then meet again at 5:30 outside Shell's HQ to protest for 1 hour, and then half an hour break until debrief at 7 here. Just to say, plans might change, so check social media, and we have an Instagram, and yeah.
So you can find XR Kids on Facebook. We have a page in a private group, or we on Instagram. You can email xrkids@protonmail.com. You can speak to us right now after, for more info. And as well, we have a song to sing. And no, we have like a song just the two of us to sing. And okay. Change is coming, we are human, we are strong. Time's been wasted and we haven't got too long. Mother's dying, we can feel it in our bones. So we're rebelling on a system that is wrong. Change is coming, we are human, we are strong. Time's been wasted and we haven't got too long. Mother's dying, we can feel it in our bones. So we're rebelling on a system that is wrong. Now they're going to sing a song, so yeah. I'm going to sing two songs.
I know. Hi, we're the Kids Choir, and we're going to be singing Do It Now for immediate climate action.
Who is it?
Let's watch it.